Assalamu alaikum. Tidal wave. Climate change impact on the waterborne infection disease. Rehab and Ryan Duty Meta in Water Conversation is the era of global climate change 2021. 10.4.2 Taxonomy. The tidal wave taxonomy harm will likewise be upgraded over the back reef seashore as the ocean level ascends, particularly closer to the underlying shoreline in the immersion zone. Extra defensive set ranges as the adaptation might the essential to lessen the tidal wave harm profoundly upgraded by future ocean level ascent for the low-lying zones of the reef lines coast. The negative impact of the depassing of the reef surface harming surface harshines on both immersion, separation, and tidal wave harm are not as high as ocean level ascent. The outcomes introduced by give seaside direction a gauge of how tidal wave dangers change overboarding reefs consider environmental change related ocean level ascent at the coral finder since ecological change will affect the defensive ability to neighbor beaches against for perils later on the endeavors consider ecological change particularly ocean level ascent will be essential to alleviate the expanded future tidal wave risk. Many tropical and the subtropical shoreland will convert Sandhurst and the Walsum 2005. Tidal energy. Simon P. Neil M. Riza Hashmi in Kelvin waves. The propagation the tidal waves is the ocean continental shapes is the primarily affected by the earth rotation by the dynamics of long waves affected by earth rotation dynamics. Long waves on the rotating system was originally described by Lord Kelvin in a rotating reference frame like the earth Newton's second law of motion with the value of an interior frame of the reference with zero motion with the value of an inertial frame for the reference with zero acceleration cannot be directly applied by introducing Croliosis as a fictitious force. We can use Newton's second law in the Earth rotating system is discussed in the section 3.6 in the northern hemisphere at the Coriolis force causes as the deflection of the current and toward the right the direction of the motion forward propagating current are deflected by the east. This inflection of the flow continues until the flow reaches the right hand boundary coastline where the build-up of the water lead of the pressure gradient a Kelvin waves propagates as a result of the balance between these two forces Cori- uh, Coriolis and the pressure gradient standing oscillating waves are the special cause of interest. When a Kelvin waves enters a basin, it will be reflected as the head of the basin. Therefore, the tidal wave in the basin can be represented by two Kelvin waves traveling in opposite direction. These waves rotate around a node which is called and the amphidrome. The concord lines radiate outward for the amphidrome, and the tidal amplitude is zero is not considered in the idealized rectangular basin. And the using earlier concept it is easy demonstrate why in the northern hemisphere the direction of the rotation around an amphidrome in the anticlockwise.